This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good afternoon, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for June 18, 2023. And in the news this afternoon, alleged mastermind behind the $160 million fraud at a separate group denied bail. Jason Grant, the alleged mastermind behind the $160 million fraud at a separate group of companies, was denied bail when he appeared in the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court on Friday. He is to reappear in court on June 19. Mr. Grant was arrested on April 13. His 24 co-accused are out on bail. They are to return to court on September 25 for the matter to be mentioned. Deputy Commissioner of Police Fitz Bailey has identified the two information technology employees as the ones behind the alleged fraud. He alleges that they manipulated the company's system to facilitate unauthorized payments to at least 23 other employees. The multi-million-dollar scheme is believed to have started in October 2021, just days after the company's Newport West warehouse and offices were gutted by fire, resulted in estimated losses of more than $1 billion. 14-year-old St. Elizabeth girl suffers severe burns after stove explodes. A 14-year-old girl is in critical condition after suffering burns to about 75% of her body. According to reports, about 5:30 Friday morning, the girl was injured when the stove she was using exploded. The explosion also caused extensive damage to the house. She was rushed to the Black River Hospital, where she was admitted in serious condition. Hours later, she was transported to the University Hospital of the West Indies in Kingston for further treatment. Her grandmother said she was in the bathroom when the explosion occurred.
I was in my room and then I was about to get up to go out. And then I went into the bathroom. And when I was in the bathroom, I heard an explosion. And when I look, I see the bathroom door coming down, so I run out. And by the time I run out, I saw her coming from my room, running out and bawling and burn. So I asked her, what it is? She said she liked the stove, and the stove go up in flame. So it take down the whole top of the roof and all of that, because the place is closed, because, it's early morning, about 5:30. We didn't really get up, but because of her then, and I was to go to the doctor too, so get up early.
17-year-old attacked and dragged from home and shot dead in St. James. A 17-year-old male was shot dead by unknown assailants at his home in Green Pond, St. James on Saturday, June 17. He has been identified as Daniel Sawyers, otherwise called Butty, and the Seal. Reports from the Montego Bay police are that about 2 a.m., armed men invaded Sawyer's home. They reportedly took him from the house and opened gunfire, hitting him multiple times. The police were summoned and Sawyers was found lying in the yard with gunshot wounds. He was pronounced dead at the hospital. Investigations continue. Concerns raised about determining authenticity of new paper money. Amid the recent circulation of Jamaica's new banknotes, some local businesses have raised a concern about the sector's readiness to distinguish between those which are genuine as opposed to others that fraudsters might introduce into the system at some point that would be counterfeit. On Thursday, the new banknotes were officially launched at the Bank of Jamaica and made available to Jamaicans across the island to be used in their everyday purchases. Some individuals within the sector said that while they were not reluctant in accepting the new banknotes, they are currently unaware of what to look out for in the event that the note used in a transaction was not authentic. For Anita Fang, owner of the Ends bar located in the Almontown community, the new notes represented a positive move towards the development of the country. She told the news on Friday that the new notes have neither been spent at her establishment, nor has she got the opportunity to interact with one. She added that she longs for the chance to study it out good, ensuring to take in all the visual and tactile features, which will help her to determine the authenticity. Fang said that she believed that while the security features were said to be stronger, this would not stop the criminal elements from trying their hand at counterfeiting the dollar. Eventually, if them a go fake it, them will fake it because Jamaican people fake anything they want. No care what strategy them come with, them have a strategy to go around everything, she said. A sales representative employed at a clothing store in Crossroads, who wished to remain anonymous, told the news that before the new notes were launched and moved into circulation, greater focus needed to be placed on educating the public on ways to ensure the note is authentic. Remember, this is something new, and you know how we Jamaicans relate to stuff, and we don't even think. Whatever is new, it is exciting for a time. So if we are not sensitized, then we don't know what to expect, he said. He raised the concerns about whether the new notes were compatible to use with the current counterfeit bill detectors or scanners, or if new machines would need to be purchased by store owners. That's another factor because I'm thinking that it won't, since the texture and the material are different, he added. David Logue, manager of Silver Slipper Liquor Store in Crossroads, told the news that taking time out to properly assess the new notes was a practice that many other business owners and those involved in commerce should engage in. I'll have to look and examine it carefully because any currency you take, you have to look to see if you see any changes before you scan them and make a note of it, he said. Logue, who had not interacted with the new banknotes up to Friday afternoon, stated that he is looking forward to getting his hands on one. He suspects that the security features put in place would undoubtedly prevent the possibility of counterfeiting. If you notice, you never see anybody try to counterfeit the US and the Caribbean currency since it come in, Logue said, adding that Jamaica was now up to standard. He expressed full confidence in the system and said he was in support of the change. I am a person that is here for change because I actually saw someone last night and they were criticizing the note, and people began to politicize the note, and I think they are younger people, and I think they would be able to adjust more than me, like way up in age, he expressed. The new banknotes are produced using polymer, which is a thin, transparent, and flexible plastic film made from a versatile and a complex material. They are cleaner and more hygienic than paper notes because they are resistant to dirt, moisture, water, and other liquids. It also allows for the incorporation of advanced security features, thus making the notes more difficult to counterfeit. It is stronger and more durable than paper and is expected to last at least 50% longer than paper notes. This also makes the notes more environmentally friendly. How you can detect new genuine polymer banknotes. Run your fingers over the top right-hand corner of the back of the note to feel the raised dot feature, which is for the visually impaired and is applied to all 6 banknotes. When the note is held up to the light, look for a clear window that can be seen both from the front and the back of the note, and this applies to all 6 banknotes. The letters BOJ will appear in an area of colored print as well. Areas with shimmering gold ink can be seen on the $50, $100, and the $500 only. The colors of the images in the holographic foil change. The holographic foil is on the $1,000, $2,000, and the $5,000 only. There is a silver ink that has a highly reflective mirror-like finish on the $50, $100, and the $500 only. Check using an ultraviolet light. Some areas of the note glow in 2 colors. The denomination will also appear. This applies to all 6 banknotes. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.